Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IVC on Fundamentals and Technology of Advanced Material Lecture, Session 12. Before we begin this lecture session, let us pray together according to our Let us begin and finish. Ladies and gentlemen, We would like to take some online photos on Zoom first. Please turn on your cameras. Okay, we are ready to take the Zoom photos for the first page, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, for the next page, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, thank you. Dear participants, today's lecture will be given by Dr. Ibnu Syuhada from Yayasan Cahaya Putra Ilmu Indonesia. The topic of today's lecture is bond order redefinition needed to reduce inherent noise in molecular dynamic simulations. During this lecture session, if you have any question, you can either raise your hand directly or write your question in the meeting chat and the moderator will read it out. Okay, let us begin this lecture session. Please, Dr. Ibnu Syuhada, the time is yours.
Thank you, moderator. Can you hear my sound?
Yes, we can hear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Um, we continue. Okay. Moderator, can you see the windows?
Yes, sir, we can see the windows.
Okay, thank you for moderator and participants. Let me, for the first time, introduce my name. My name is Ibnu Syuhada from Yayasan Cahaya Putra Ilmu. In this course, I want to deliver the topic of bond order redefinition needed to reduce inherent noise in molecular dynamic simulations. Okay, we start. The background, there are several methods that we already know to describe the atom interaction, such as density functional theory, density functional type binding, and molecular dynamics. But there is some limitation based on the density functional theory, such as they only able to run until 100 atoms, but molecular dynamics can use massive atoms. So
Recording in progress.
So the MD method has benefit for studying interaction with massive atom and can simulate up to hundreds of picoseconds. However, the MD basically has inherent noise due to the numerical simulation of second Newton second law, and the potential energy type usage. um, the first, I want to give a short list historical potential background development that use bond order concepts such as Tersor potential based on the short range interaction type, analytic bond order potential that is long range interaction type, Brenner potential, a short range interaction type, long range carbon bond order potential that is long range interaction type as well. Reactive force field potential, it is a part of long range interaction but with charge force. And the last, machine learning potential. But machine learning based potential, it has quantum mechanical accurate compared with the others. This is because the learning process requires the first principle computational method. However, when applied to massive atom, machine learning becomes less efficient due to the memory consumption increases during the learning process. This course shows the need for bond order redefinition to reduce inherent noise in molecular dynamic simulation. This redefinition develops the beginning of factory-based empirical interatomic potential. In addition, FAIP has the advantage of improving the accuracy of simple potentials such as Lennard-Jones to many-body potential. Okay, we start with the redefinition bond order principle. If there only one atom existed, there will be no bond. However, when a second atom comes close to the first atom, repulsive attractive interaction occurs to maintain its environment state, and the bond order at the highest value. Let's say the energy of the system is distributed when the third atom comes to join. Now the bond order decreases, causing the bonds between the first atom and the second atom to become weak. The same condition applies to the next new atoms. The distributed energy eventually forms a new atomic new atomic environment. So I think atom is more humanity than the human. Okay, let's the redefinition. So in this course, the bond order is considered as an energy distribution fraction. It is a result of the character of the material maintaining its environment. This distribution depends on the amount of attractive energy that eventually becomes the bond. Okay, we now start with the FAIP development. FAIP development. FAIP implements the bond order redefinition protocol. So the redefinition is a protocol in this course. With that protocol, FAIP will translate the bond order appropriately based on the definition of repulsive and attractive energy. Thus, there is no strict formula for FAIP as the meaning of factory suggests. That's why I use the word factory. In this present course, we focus on the short-range binding energy, the regular structure, and the strong localized approximation of Abel's work, where the formula I write like down. Z blah 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 blah. H is the bond order in here. K is constant. G is topology function. Z is coordination number, and Q is the net electron distribution. The accent here sign, the accent sign in here is the first derivative of G. Let me practice the formula to enhance the accuracy of Lennard-Jones potential. So Lennard-Jones potential originally is potential interatomic for two-body interaction. So the accuracy is not good as we compare with the many-body interaction. But with FAIP, we can translate it, we can transform the potential into many-body interaction. First, we must translate the Z coordination number and H bond order in here. We use the formula in here, and then the interatomic potential of Lennard-Jones will become like this one. So this is the H bond order, and the bond order is like this one. Where F is a screening function to represent the coordination number, A, B, and RE are trendline function of G. So we need data, and from the data, we create the trendline function for A, B, and RE. That's the concept of the FAIP feature. Let me be learning with the FAIP, the application for carbon. In this part, we use Morse potential type to describe repulsive and attractive interaction for carbon-carbon. Here, I write the formula such as follows, right? VR is repulsive energy, VA is attractive energy with the formula like this. And the bond order, I already derived it. So it formula like this one. B lambda A alpha. We must to find the topological function. The A, B, R, E, alpha, and gamma are a function of the topology G. R1 and R2 determine the farthest and the shortest distance of the first and the second nearest neighbor. That's the formula for carbon. Let me determine the parameter. But before, we need to define the G for a topology. Here, I formulate the G topology as like this one, where the trendline function for A, B, R, A, alpha, and gamma is like this one, with B and gamma, lambda 3, C, and etc. are constant parameters. Some notes I delivered in here. The number of constant parameters required depend on the type of trendline function. Very depend. The number of database greatly influence the types of the function. So it might be the exponential function or maybe another function. We can assemble the desired database from experimental or theoretical data for A, and R. It is not hard to get the data of R, A, B, and RG, but for alpha, this one, alpha and gamma, we need a little bit effort that usually comes from theoretical studies. So we need to running the density functional theory. We can use Ebini-Sachez or Siesta or another method to determine the value of alpha and gamma for different topology. Or we can use potential experiment data that has similar meaning if it is available. Now the parameter I write like this one. A1 is 9.7 blah 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 electron volt, and K is 0.6873, and etc. and etc. The limitation of our work, of course, come from the uncertainty and the lack of the data, such as carbon has a lot of data. We have graphite, we have graphene, we have diamond, the Florence, and another allotrop. But unfortunately, I only got data just from the graphite, graphene, and the diamond data. So there is missing data when I generate this parameter. So let me test the fate for carbon. We can use minimize when we running the molecular dynamic, and we can get the lattice constant, the cohesive energy, and pressure constant such as C11, C12, C44, and C66. I saw in here the result. With fate, diamond is 3.570, but from the experiment we have very close result for diamond. But Tersov is too high. Brenner is very close with the experiment with diamond, but LCDOP is too below from the experiment. From graphite, we have 2.457, also close with the experiment, but compare with the Tersov is also good, but my result is very good. for Brenner potential and our work is very good compared with the experiment. But LCBOP more better than my work. And for cohesive energy, we can see this data for the cohesive energy. Phase calculation very close with the experimental data, compare with another method. And for the C11, phase give better result, but only for the graphic. Okay, and etc. and etc. Now we can continue more deeper. This is the result and the comparison with the another method and the experiment. And this is my weakness calculation because faith actually is a long range interaction. So in principle, React FF more better than us, than my work. But because I am not also developed with the short range interaction, we also ignoring the p bonding interaction. That's one our reason, my reason to not accuracy in the calculation. Another, like I said, I have got lack of carbon allotrope data when generating the trend line function. And this is the experiment with the another method. Let me deep calculate again. Let me deep learn of React FF compute bond order as a function as a summation of sigma p and pp bonding and uses long range interaction. So that's why React FF very good in calculation for C1111. Fate is a short range interaction potential part and only use sigma bonding. So this is where we have underlined word in here. The React FF is use sigma p and pp bonding and long range interaction. But in my work, I use the sigma bonding and short range interaction. Once again, the bond order calculates many-body interaction determine the elastic property. This is the elastic property in atomic simulation is come from the many-body interaction. Thus, the accuracy of elastic property of phase become evidence to the need for redefine the bond order. Once again, is the accuracy of lattice constant is not come from the sigma p pp bonding and long range interaction, but it's come pure from the redefinition bond order. I also gave a test for the graphene for the vacancy structure such as stone walls, bare single vacancy, bare vacancy, and etc. The top of image is graphene spot, and this is the stone walls and etc. and etc. We calculate the cohesive energy or formation energy with this formula. EFTD mu and E0 are formation energy, defect energy, chemical potential of carbon, and initial energy before defect, respectively. Here, N is number of carbon atoms, positive for edit, negative for if we destroy one atom or two atoms. So here the result. We compare with the TERSA optimized, LCBOP, IREBO, density functional theory, type binding, and DFTD, density functional type binding. let me deep analyze the result. FAPE give 3.06, TERSOP 0.52, but the density functional has 7.6, LCBOP 7.59, and IREBO 7.55. This means the bare result of FAPE is not accurate if we compare with the density functional theory, due to currently I use the short range interaction. LCBOP is long range interaction. IREBO is also long range interaction. Another weak come from the short range interaction is for the 5dB V1. 5dB V1. This one. This one. We also give a bad result compared with density functional theory. And 2V1. 2V1, this one. We have 6.13, but I don't have data for density functional theory, but from the type banding, there is 14.74. LCBOP as a long-range interaction potential show close result with DFT rather than FAPE. And the TERSOP as a short-range interaction potential. However, FAPE show better result compared with LCBOP rather than TERSOP potential. TERSOP potential and FAPE currently model is same as short-range interaction, but our result gives that it is pure from the accuracy come from the long range interaction. Except for BER P2 and 585 P2. And the last test of paper carbon is to study the bridge spiral, 2 spiral isolated and 2 spiral isolated. This is from the FAPE and this is from the LCBOP. Let me deep again. Bridge from the FAPE give the 5.96 and formation energy from the DFT is A, and etc. and etc. For spiral we have 6.65 and 2 spiral we have 13.4. Sorry. What can we take? We can take the conclusion in here that there is no data for the TERSOP and LCBOP because TERSOP and LCBOP fail to produce bridge, this one, and spiral, this one, in stable position. But my FAPE model, I have produce bridge and stable spiral, and this is for the 2 spiral and the 2 spiral of LCBOP, but fail for the TERSOP and the LCBOP in here. Field yield similar result to DFT for spiral interstitial structure, but deviate nearly 3 electron volt for bridge structure. This happened because FAPE in this version ignores the p bonding. I only consider the sigma bonding. As a result, the carbon interstitial gets even radial distribution energy from the top and the bottom. So we can see in here, we have same distance between red atom to the blue atom and etc. But for the LCBOP is not. Red atom is very different compared to the another atom. Now the most difficult test of faith is come from the Ponon test. So this is the Ponon test. We use the 300 Kelvin. We compare with the Tersov as representation of short range interaction, LCBOP as representation of the long range interaction, and our work or faith. As you can see in here that our work can give better result compared with the experimental data. The purple circle is the experimental data, and the solid line is the simulation result. So what happened in this result? I want to show the, like I said previously, redefinition bond order is to reduce the um, inherent noise. So to prove that, I use the PSD, power spectral density. It's available in MATLAB, also available in Octave. But if we use another method such as C++, we can use the GenU. And this is, as we can see in here, the tensor potential give more noise than FEP and LCBOP. But the most interesting in here that FEP has a short range representation, and LCBOP as long range representation give same noise, give similar noise. I also try to understand from the energy and the root mean square displacement during the simulation of phonon. As you can see in here that FEP and LCBOP give close result for energy atoms compared with the test of atoms. Means the atoms, when we use tensor potential, is more attractive, but FEP can maintain the environment correctly based on the LCBOP. Another is the most important thing is the benchmark speed. From the experiment, we can see in here TO and LO is transport optical, longitudinal optical, right? And LA is longitudinal acoustic. From the experiment, this is data from the experiment, and this is from the LCBOP. This is the LCBOP. There is need the 265 for TO 265. This is the result 165 and etc. etc. Tersor 289 for the gamma point of LO is 230 and 33 and etc. But for phase we give 301. So very close with the experimental data. 301 close with the experimental data. But we are not able to capture the key points in here. But for the ZO, we got the for the gamma point very close with the experimental data, and the K points also we got the very close experimental data compared with the LCBOP and the tensor potential. So with the very close result with the experimental data, the phase potential can give speed calculation. We only running with the around one hour, around one hour, 1 hour. But for the LCBOP is twice from our calculation. Tensor, of course, they're very fast, but less accuracy. But this is very good starting point because FAPE can give the better result, but still handle the speed calculation. All right, this is the course from me. Is there anybody want to ask? Okay, thank you, moderator. This is from me. Sorry,
Okay, thank you,
moderator.
sir. Does anyone have any question for the speaker? Okay, please, Wira Wisnanta, you can ask your question.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your presentation. So I want to ask about the definition of bond order in your formula. So the bond order is defined as the ratio, I believe, of the attraction and repulsion. Is it correct?
I'm sorry.
So the bond order is defined as um, the ratio between attraction and repulsion potential. Is that correct?
Yes.
And also your FEIP calculates a bond order based on only a sigma bond, or that means only strictly covalent interaction, yeah?
Yes.
So uh, uh, is this potential can be used to calculate, let's say, ionic interaction in maybe protein cofactor interaction using ionic cation, or maybe some metallic properties like conducting polymer that uh, it has a metallic interaction in the molecule. Thank you.
Yes, of course. But in molecular dynamic simulation, when we consider ion, so we need additional parts because we use the in this paper. I'm not considering the effect of charge. You said that, I'm sorry, you said the ionic interaction. So the ionic interaction means the charge, but in this paper, for this paper, I ignoring it for but it is also possible to generate the potential that also can use for the ionic potential. Yeah, is that clear?
Okay, so you can generate potential maybe Coulombic interaction for ion interaction. How about the metallic? Is it also possible to generate such function?
Yes, it is. Actually, it is still possible if we running the simulation molecular dynamic simulation. Even my potential is not for the charge atomic. We can join with the column potential as a part for considering um, the ionic potential, and only that one, only that one. You need to join with the column potential.
Okay, I think
We still
that's
can use for the metallic, of course.
okay. I think that's all my question. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we have time for more questions. If anyone has any further questions, please feel free to ask now.
Yeah. Is there any question?
Maybe it seems there are no more questions, sir. Maybe for Dr. Ibnu, do you have any final remarks or last statements you would like to share before we conclude this session?
Yeah, this is very the beginning study. Um, like we already see from the background, the latest potential with the high accuracy is molecular is the machine learning system. Basically, machine learning system to give the better result as of a test of potential, we need to learn the potential from the density functional theory, take the parameter and put it into the test of potential. So that's it, learning machine learning potential. The machine learning potential implicitly give the best parameter from the already potential, such as tensor potential, LCBOP potential, and etc. etc. The learning process when the density functional takes a lot of calculation, so it is not good from uh, it is not good from a short money, I think. So I make the solution, another solution, but we need to consider the concept of bond order redefinition. With the redefinition, we give the better parameter based on the condition environmental state without using the density functional theory. Maybe in the next study, we can join to generate with for the long range potential and the ionic potential. So this is for the first time, I think, where the potential with short range interaction can give better result with the experimental data based on the redefinition bond order. Yes, moderator.
Okay, thank you, sir. Maybe it seems like there are no more questions. So thank you very much for Dr. Ibnu Syuhada for your engaging lecture. And
You
we hope that all participants have gained valuable insight and knowledge from this lecture. Okay, this concludes today's lecture. We would like to remind all participants to regularly check the announcement, and the next lecture session will be held on Wednesday, 14 August 2024 at 8 a.m. That's all for the session, and thank you so much for your participation, and see you in the next lecture session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.